All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached week 2. Week 2 is a very interesting and controversial week for me, honestly, because it's just like, why the hell is everything moving so slow? But then again, why am I being so distracted? Let me explain. So we're going to start off on Monday. Monday was a very slow day. I'm not gonna lie, it was opportunities, but I wasn't so present in the moment because it just didn't look like it at first. I had to clean up the charts a bit. But Monday, there was no trade for me. Now, I do have screenshots and I do have pictures of the market conditions. This is what it looked like. No trade for me. Tuesday was a very interesting day as well because Tuesday, we did have a trading opportunity, but it was a very small trade. Now, very small trade for me is the wins look like $14, $15, $16, $1,700 because that's a very, it's money, it's a win regardless, but it's a small win comparing to what I'm risking. I'm only risking about $700 to $1,000 because that makes the most sense for the R to R that I personally want. Now, the sell we did take was with Euro JPY. Euro JPY, it was a sell for about $1,400, risking around $700, $800, $900, around there. So this was the clip.
It does make sense. I do like it. It's just I had this here instead. It worked both ways, pretty universal. But yeah, no, just sold here. That's really it. Did what I said I was gonna do. It's a very interesting area. I do feel like it had a shift, which is good, I guess. But for the day trade, but for the long term, I'm definitely looking for the buy on confirmation. I don't like the 5 minute. 5 minute doesn't help. 5 minute doesn't help because it stayed in this low consolidation for a little bit. But yeah, I'm just gonna set my alerts. Yeah, pretty reasonable stop loss. Risking 950 to potentially make 2,900. Pretty good R to R if you ask me. Just a simple fact. It's just like, all right, now it needs to kind of like go through with it. Confirmation. This, because the area of interest was here instead, it did look better, but I realized it's better here. Prices reacted there, and you would want the 1 hour bearish engulf into like in at TP1 for the hopes of a continuation high time frame wise. That's a good 5 minute confirmation. The doji for potential continuation to the downside bearishly. I just don't want this. This is what I just don't want. Unless this news or it's like obvious and it tells me like, all right, we're about to have a red folder. Cool. No red folder. I don't want to see this shit. Like, I don't want to see this shit. I don't care what if I'm in the sell. I don't want to see a random spike, or I want to see real movements to like do that. And if it wants to continue, it continues. I don't care. I'm not in for the continuation. I'm here for the 51 pip sell because that's what makes sense right now. So
now that you're seeing Euro JPY, this is what I had to say about GA.
And for this, I didn't get confirmation. So I'm assuming it either is going to do it on the 4 hour. It's going to create some 4 hour data. If not, the hour maybe. But I will keep my eye on this as well because it's like, why not? The price did just break below on the 30 minutes. So, and this is a pretty respectable area on the 30 minutes. So because price broke below, I'm just not going to really entertain it too much. If it comes down here, it definitely needs to give me some data that it wants to go back up. Honestly, I don't think it go all the way down there. It's just that was the entry I wanted yesterday and I kind of missed it because price just opened up and pretty much just price just opened up, pulled back here at 4 in the morning, then had a continuation to the upside. So other than that,
so GA did have a nice little buy, I'm not gonna lie, but I did end up taking that opportunity to use it as a live back test, something I preach about because not a lot of people do it because they actually back test. Back test and live back testing are the same thing, but live back testing is basically testing out the trade in real conditions, except you just don't place the trade. You just place the long thing on the chart. Live back test.
What do you mean by that?
So I did take the opportunity to do that, and it was pretty good until price melted. Wednesday was also a very interesting day due to the fact that it was a very small win. Now, it was a very small win due to the fact price was just normal at first. I got in the position and it just melted 27 pips within a minute with no news. So I was confused on what was going on. Now, mind you, I was in the right direction of it melting. So it went from literally at break even when I was chilling in the position for like 5-10 minutes. And then price was in profit about $2,000 just like that. So I was very confused. I was like, should I let this run or should I close it real quick? Because we know when price exhausts itself, it comes right back. It doesn't like just melt. It's like a 30% chance price will just melt, but price melted and came right back within a minute. So I was like, So I'm gonna be very cautious with this trade. And as time went on, I'm gonna say 5, 6, 7 minutes after that melting 1 minute candle, I closed it.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
You know why I closed it? It just didn't make any sense. I'm just thinking to myself, if it melted 27 pips instantly, it must have had a lot of pressure at this area of interest as a sell, which it did make a lot of sense for a sell, as you can see. It did make a lot of sense to sell just due to the fact it made a lot of sense until price didn't make sense. So price is at an all-time high for Euro JPY as I record this video right now on a Friday of June 28th. And price is currently at all-time high levels, and it's very difficult to trade all-time high levels because you don't know where to target at. You don't really know what to target. You know where the stop loss will be. You don't know where to target. So the entries is okay. It's just for me personally, I need high time frame data. If I don't get high time frame data, I'm not going to be comfortable the way to trade. Now, the way it's moving right now, it's like interesting. So for it to be interesting, I don't like it. Price moved very disgustingly, very quickly, and I like that, but until it came back, I didn't like it anymore. So I closed it at about a few $100s in profit, putting my account over $4,000 balance, allowing me to see that my account is halfway there to passing phase 1. Also, I avoided a loss. That's the biggest takeaway here. Thursday, I was very, very distracted Thursday. So I didn't trade London and I didn't trade New York. I was on the charts very late and the opportunities I wanted already happened. Ask me why I was distracted. I'm not going to give you the real answer. I was distracted and I'm very upset that I was distracted, and therefore I'm going to put more time into the charts than other things that doesn't matter. Because that's what you should be doing with trading. You should be giving it all your time, effort, and energy when it requires it. The charts require 20 minutes. 20 minutes. And I couldn't get on the charts for 20 minutes. That is a huge distraction, ladies and gentlemen. Therefore, you must be sharp. You must sacrifice your time, effort, and energy for that future you want. And I am going to apply more focus, effort, and energy into the trading because I got used to and very comfortable in my ability to trade and be right a lot of the time, but my charts aren't matching my positions because I get lazy. Again, this week I was very calculated and very careful. As you can see with Monday was no trade. Tuesday, it's a very small loss. I could have let it run a little bit more. I think it did turn around after that. GA had a very good position. It was a buy. I did it for live trading. Wednesday was a small win. It could have been a bigger win, but I wasn't on the chart at that minute. I was on the chart. I have two screens. I wasn't on the chart that minute. I was using the screen. I come back. I'm up $1,000. I'm up $1,500. I'm going up to $2,000, and then it goes right back to a few hundred. I'm like, wow. I'm going to apply more focus to the charts because all it really requires for me is a good 20 minutes, good 20, 30 minutes to be on the chart to find those positions, because the work I've put in over the years allows me to see the chart for 30 seconds and make a decision. Once you get to that point, or if you're at that point, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So, and for GA, the other pair I do trade, it was interesting because in London session, it was giving me a potential opportunity to, or the day prior, the trade I ended up taking Thursday was the exact position I wanted to take. But it was happening much faster than I thought, and that's why I took the position there, and I closed it then. because it was a 3 lot, I just did it. I know that could be the first position I can scale in. That was my original plan, but something was telling me in my aikido of trading that I need to get out of this position. And I did exactly that with a few $100s on the table, took that money, cool. I'm up $400 for the day. I'm not cool with these profits, but at the end of the day, if I'm moving closer to the goal, I'm halfway there passing phase 1. What's the problem here? Because I'm avoiding losses, as you can see. Because I didn't follow my strategy. My strategy is very simple. The only thing I didn't follow in this situation, I followed the price action, this indication, that indication. The only thing I didn't follow was the session times of trading. Yes, I follow that due to the fact that yes, some trades do happen at 9 p.m. I do know that, and that's why I got in that position. But I'm like, let me wait until London session to actually start trading, or around 12 a.m. Just makes more sense. And because of that, I end up closing the trade early, closing at over $400 profit, allowing me to move closer to the goal. And it was just awkward, so it was just like, all right. After realizing I was up halfway of what I need for phase 1, it just made me realize, like, okay, just relax, take it easy. This is realistically one trade, one normal trade, or this is 2 trades split into 2. This is not really a big deal anymore. It never was a big deal. It's just a simple fact. I want to be right. I want to do my job correctly. I'm not afraid to take a loss, but I don't want to take a loss because I'm being lazy, because I'm not waiting for that proper confirmation, that proper candlestick closure, that proper candlestick confirmation. I am trying to be the best at the best, not thinking about the money, not worried about the money. And that's why I closed those 2 positions, because I knew one was right, but it wasn't at the right time. I closed it and I was right because I wasn't at the right time, and prices end up selling long term. I didn't spot the sell due to the fact that price was above this area of interest that it struggled to break above, and it finally broke above, and it could just retest and have a continuation, but it did not do that. It just broke right through it. Yeah, that really does conclude this week. This week was much slower than I anticipated it. I actually anticipated me to pass this week, but here we are. There's nothing wrong with moving at baby steps. I mean, I'm up 4.4%, which I need another 3.6% to pass this challenge, because all we need is 8% and we're up 4.4. So in this situation, I'm going to take my time and get 3.6%, because before, for some reason, I just always rush things, and I know I want to live that trader's lifestyle that everyone dreams of. Everyone wants to do that. That's a trader. I know that, but right now I'm really trying to just do it correctly and not fuck this up. If y'all did enjoy the video, be sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and also go check out my Instagram. Some of y'all like to reach out, and for the Telegram, I'm still kind of working on that. If y'all really want to join the Telegram, it will be in the link in the description down below, but there's nothing in the new Telegram, because the Telegram I'm currently posting, I post everything in there, so therefore it's secretive. The sauce is in there. Y'all have to pay for that. I don't even sell a course, but y'all have to pay for that. Yeah, I guess I'll see you on the next video.